Well, happy Wednesday. Today brings us round two of possible storms as we go into later this afternoon, tonight, and through the very early morning hours tomorrow. The main concern, strong winds and maybe a brief spin-up tornado. That is possible, partly due to all the sunshine that we're getting for at least the early part of today. We will see an increase in clouds. In fact, those clouds just before noon today already on the way from both sides. We've got a cold front back to our west, and we've got another little disturbance, a frontal system here to our south. Both will bring some clouds, and that will help us a little bit, at least for the first part of the afternoon. Let's take a look. We've got red everywhere. These are areas that are under a high risk of severe weather today. In most of our viewing area, we've got a medium risk that some thunderstorms that we are expecting could become severe. That's yellow. Again, the high is red. Let's go over those main concerns again. Strong winds, isolated tornadoes, some embedded hail, even some lightning. For some of us, this could be a bit of an electrical storm. I'm not too concerned with flooding because, quite honestly, this is not going to be a lot of rain. It's certainly not going to be the copious amounts that we received yesterday. In fact, it's the isolated cell nature that gives us that slightly higher risk of some potential storms. Let's take a look. 4:30 this afternoon. Notice not everyone's getting wet. Some of us are enjoying mostly sunny skies. Some of us may have an isolated downpour or two as we go into later this afternoon. Then here comes tonight. Here comes that frontal boundary, a little bit of energy out ahead of our main event, which is actually a cold front still way back here. So at 8 o'clock at night, we still don't have the main culprit coming through. So we're still going to potentially be dealing with these isolated storm cells that will try and develop later tonight. Here's 10:30-11. Finally, this cold front gets moving, and as it pushes through our area, it provides an additional lift, a little bit more instability in the atmosphere, so we could see some more isolated. Again, that key word is isolated storms. Here's possibly one at 1:30, 2:30, 3 a.m., maybe 4, 5 a.m. Possibly 1 or 2 still left over. Some could be on the stronger side. So we're asking that you stay weather aware until this cold front passes, which will be right around 8 or 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then once that happens, cooler air starts to funnel in, and that's going to take over for the entire weekend. It's going to feel like fall actually this weekend for a couple of days before we see things warm back up heading into the early part of next week. It is an alert day. We want you to be alert all afternoon, all night, and during the overnight. The weather team will be here all night, all morning, all day, keeping you updated with the latest. So make sure you have a way to get our information.